After confidence comes appreciation. To have a successful interview requires that you make time before you decide I want a job. You have to sit down and actually plan out where it is that you want to go in life. There's no such thing as just a job. In life, you'll find that most, if not the majority of your successes, will come from preparation. Therefore, before an interview, always seek the counsel of God and pray for your guidance and favor.
Amen.
Always be well-groomed and appropriately dressed from head to feet at all times. Always confirm the correct time, place, and person you are interviewing ahead. Know exactly where you're going. Plan your route. Do your research on the company and the position you are being interviewed for. Most companies nowadays, they have vision statement or mission statement. Get to know the mission statement of that company. So they're looking for a person that is energetic, a person that is caring, challenging. Get to know it. So when you get to your interview, you know if you suit that company. What you would say, how would you act, what are they looking for is in that mission statement. That's what you need to know. Give yourself enough time to get dressed and arrive at the interview, at least 15 minutes before the interview start time. You know, here in Nassau, we say traffic bad. There's no excuses if you are called for a job interview. If it's at 11 o'clock, 1:45, be there. Make sure that as you are there, anyone that asks you, you speak and you be polite. Say good morning. You never know. That may be the person on the panel interviewing you. Once you are prepared and have arrived to your interview, the next step is confidence. During an interview, always be polite, speak clearly and positively. Do use proper English. Make eye contact, shake hands, be personable. Do not disclose personal information. Your mommy, your daddy, where you live. Some of those are not relevant unless asked specifically a question that relates to the job. Do not speak negatively of former job experience. Even if you had a bad experience, it was just that, an experience. Answer only what you are asked and make it brief. Ask questions pertaining to the job and or the company culture. Where do they want to go? What are some of the things that they plan, their goals for the end of the year? Ask these questions. See if you fit in. Don't just be interviewed. Interview yourself. Interview the company. Make the right choices for your life. Do not ask, what will I be making? Unless the interview addresses the subject of pay, do not ask. Leave a good impression. Do not lose confidence after your interview. Appreciate the fact that you've done your best and show your appreciation after an interview. Be sure to thank your interviewers. Once you have thanked your interviewers, send a thank you letter out to the persons. Remember every name on the panel. If there are 5 persons, you remember Miss John, Miss Minnis, Miss Barbara. You remember every person's name on the interview. That says a lot about your character if you first remember who did you speak with. I have here an example, and I'm just going to read it to you, of a thank you letter. You would set this up as any other letter, the name, the title of the organization, the address, and of course your city. Dear Mr. Miss John Doe, it was very enjoyable to speak with you about the Assistant Account Executive position at the Smith Agency. The job, as you presented it, seems to be a very good match for my skills and interests. The creative approach to account management that you described confirmed my desire to work with you. In addition to my enthusiasm, I will bring to the position strong writing skills, assertiveness, and the ability to encourage others to work cooperatively with the department. My artistic background will help me to work with artists, on staff and provide me with an understanding of the visual aspects of our work. I understand your need for administrative support. My detailed orientation and organizational skills help to free you to deal with larger issues. I neglected to mention during my interview that I had worked for 2 summers as a temporary office worker. This experience helped me to develop my secretarial and clerical skills. I appreciate the time you took to interview me. I am very interested in working for you and look forward to hearing from you about this position. Sincerely, or yours truly, and your name. What this letter says is that even after the interview, I am still the best candidate for the job. After the interview, I'm still interested in what I can do for your company. If you missed out anything, if any questions or something on your resume or some little skill that you did not say in the interview, you can now say it in a thank you letter. And then you can reaffirm the employer that, you know what, this person is really interested in my company because they show gratitude even after an interview. Mind you, the interviewer may have interviewed some thousands or hundreds of persons. You never know. You just make sure that you stand up, that you sell yourself. The highest standard and the highest quality and character is what is requested from you. This is just a glimpse of what is to come when you get on the job. There are also keys to a proper interview is what you wear. Your appearance, you should be properly dressed at all times. What not to wear? Mini skirts or high split skirts, inappropriate. Excessively tight clothing. Excessively loose-fitting or baggy clothing. See-through or sheer clothing. Tank tops or spaghetti straps is a complete no-no. Flip-flops, no. Clothing with offensive language and graphics, no. No loud colors or big earrings, especially when you're preparing for a professional job. Make sure that you wear preferably hoops or nuts. Big earrings, no. Untidy hair. Wherever you go, you make sure that your hair is neatly combed and that the colors in your hair match perfectly the color of your skin. She's right. What to wear? You should try to dress in a neutral color suit or clothing. Appropriate earrings such as small nubs or hoops. Well-groomed hair. No patches in your hair. Clothing should be neat and tucked in all the right places. Appropriate shoes, closed toe, and depending on where you're going, you may could get away with a peep-toe shoe. But places like clinics, hospitals, or anything like that, no. The reason why is because as you work, you're working in a particular environment that substances or materials should not be allowed to get on your skin or anything that can be transported, especially germs. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your questions, any notes, anything that you would like to share, any experiences that you would like to share.